All right, all right, all right. I am back. We are here. Mm. So, um, y'all told me to come back, and here I am. We are back. Um, in case you were wondering, my Queen Sugar review is currently rendering, so I'm letting it. It had an issue. I had to stop it from render. That's why it took me so long to come back because it should have rendered by now and it hadn't. So I had to stop the whole rendering process, restart the whole process. Hey, Miss Trisha P. So yeah. So um I'm back to just shoot the shit with y'all. Um yeah, ain't got a lot going on. But we here. Hey Cams, hey Dommy, hey Miss Trisha P. Um so can I tell y'all how this is gonna be real brief and real fast. So for those people who follow sports, there has been a mass exodus of black female sports journalists and commentators off of ESPN. Um you name them, they done pretty much left. So I wonder how they're going to mitigate this. I was looking at something earlier today, and my girl Josina Anderson, you may if you don't follow ESPN, you don't know who she is. But Josina Anderson, who is an NFL insider, she used to get a lot of good news about NFL and stuff that's going on. She done left and got her a massive deal. We remember, I can't remember the girl's name who had the thing with Rachel Nichols. What's the black lady name? It escapes me. I'll come to her. You know, Carrie Champion left. You know, Jamel Hill was fired. You know, all of their is Pam. I think Pam Oliver. Thank you, Maria Taylor. That's her name, Maria Taylor. Thank you. Pam Oliver may be the last black female left. I'm trying to think, and Pam Oliver is old school. I think Pam Oliver might be the first of those, black sideline sports journalists, black female sports journalists. I don't know. What am I eating on? What's the snack of the day? Shout out to Sir James and Quintessential for contributing to the snack fund. These are our snacks today. Nerds gummy clusters. So it's actually nerds, but they have little gummies in the middle. And it's really good. See? Tangy and crunchy, sweet and gummy. So it's actually really good. Ella Duncan is still there. Okay. Um, but yeah, there's been a mass exodus. And I wonder how ESPN and Disney is going to mitigate that. You know, they've been trying to do right by black women. I believe the president, I spoke of Sir James. There he is. Thank you, sir. Your um giving to the snack fund got me these. Have you've had these before? Okay, good. If you haven't, these are really good. They are really good. I do recommend them. They are really good. But mm, so good. But isn't the president of ABC that's also owned by Disney, which also owns ESPN? Isn't she black? Because I remember when there was the whole scandal with Roseanne Barr, and when her show came back, and then she went on that whole tirade and had her sugar spike. I remember doing that. The that was what, maybe about 2 3 years ago. Um, the president of ABC at that time was new, and it was a black woman. So yeah, so yeah. Oh, you think she's going? Okay. So I don't know what the Disney company is doing, but I'm not doing this with you, Dominic. But definitely, they're gonna have to do something because it's not looking good for Disney and black women. Like Disney doesn't seem to know how to do anything right or do good by black women. And so, and I don't want to hear about, oh, we gave y'all this show with black women on there. We need more black women in positions of power. So, yeah, I don't know, y'all. hmm So, let me say this before I get into this next show story. I want somebody to go to the great state of Texas and take some of that country crock butter, okay? I want you to get a couple vats, not tubs, but vats of country crock butter, original version. And I want you to take those vats of country crock butter, and I want you to go down there to the governor's mansion in the great state of Texas and down to the Capitol building. And I just want you to line the floors with vats of country crock butter. Because somebody need to go down there and do something about Governor Hot Wheels. Between him and Governor Death Sentence, DeSantis, somebody need to go down there and do something about Governor Hot Wheels down there, okay? Listen, we're gonna get to Governor Hot Wheels. Cams, I'm gonna talk about exactly what you're talking about once I get to Texas and Governor Hot Wheels, okay? But um I want to preview by saying please go buy several vats of country crock butter so we can take it down there to the governor's mansion down there to Austin, Texas, and do something about Governor Hot Wheels. Anyway, so back in the news, is Kirk Franklin and his son. Oh, we back, Tabitha. Oh, we better get all into it now. I'm gonna get to white women. Y'all hold on, because y'all know I got a whole meltdown for white women because I don't feel bad for them and what Governor Hot Wheels in Texas is doing to them. Okay. Anyway, so remember Kirk Franklin's son, who he cussed out, and all of that was going on. So he's back in the news. Let me read this little ditty for y'all. On Sunday, September 5th, Carry On, that's Carry On Franklin, was live streaming with his family, claiming that he was, quote, protecting himself. He says, quote, I'm about to go to my grandmother's house. I'm being abused right now. I was assaulted by my own mother, end quote, said the 33-year-old, admitting that his mom tried to take him to the hospital. During the exchange, Sean Ewing gave a friendly wave to the camera and said that her son was looking for attention by going on live stream with such harsh allegations. In the clip obtained by the Neighborhood Talk, Carry On's mom appeared to be calm, denying his accusations. She said that he was, quote, causing a scene. And then it goes on to say Carry On's accusations came after he posted audio of his father cursing him out in March. We remember that. And at the time, Carry On said, Kirk got the recordings. I didn't record him without him knowing. He knows I always record and still provokingly talks to me wild very often, too often. So that's what he said back in March. But they go on and on about the stuff with Kirk Franklin and him. But my point is, this young man who now looks like a whole baser, okay? He looks like a whole baser and basehead, okay? Now, I'm just going to turn my computer around, all right? That's what he looked like before, right? That's what dude looked like before. Let me show you what he looked like now. Like a whole baser. Let me show you this baser. This is dude now. Okay? Y'all see that? Like a whole baser and a base head. Hey, go somewhere. Like, nobody, at this point, nobody believes you. First, it was your daddy who was abusing you and you had all the smoke for your daddy. You had everybody in the world ready to call Kirk Franklin everything but a child of God. And I remember there were those of us, my sister was one of them with me, who would say, y'all probably don't know what Kirk Franklin has been going through with this young man. And I don't know if I believe everything this young man is saying. Okay? Now, looking at what he looks like now compared to what he was looking like, it looked like drugs involved. He looked like a whole baser, a whole ass base head.
Not a base head. Oh my God.
Y'all saw what it looked like.
He going through. He goes
looking like this. Well, you look like a whole snack. I was like, hey. It looked like a baser.
So maybe it's just a bad angle. He having a bad day. I'm trying to help. Jesus. I'm trying to help.
That's a
So he back in the news. What he done did now?
He said that his mama abuses him. His 33-year-old behind said that his mama is abusing him now.
Then get out your mama's house.
Said his mama tried to take him to the hospital.
Okay, that's not how abuse works. That's not how it works.
And when you a baser,
You know what? Not when you a
that
baser.
might be how it works. With your whole base head. At
Mm-mm.
this point, sir, nobody cares.
We do not care.
Wow. But nobody cares about the tears of themselves when no one's around. I'm just saying.
I'm not. I am not.
Because at this point, you're 33. How is your parent? How are you? First of all, how if even if this were true and your parents were abusing you, how are you as a 30-year-old grown ass man
Why?
allowed your parents to abuse you? Because I wish
Why?
my
Why are
would
you
have.
still at your? Why are you still in a position where your parents can abuse you? That's my question. How is
I don't think he is. I think he's delusional. It's the drugs. He's a baser. Oh,
the fact that you keep
baser.
saying basic? Get out of my hair. I'm gonna try this one more time. Okay,
Listen,
that's
when you a whole baser, you do things like that.
better. So just gonna keep calling this. Okay.
The man is a baser. A baser. What
Well,
else?
clearly the young man had that's me too, Vovo. That's what I think. Clearly the young man has mental health issues. He's trying to self-medicate with the drugs. And he has a lot of entitlement issues because he feels like he's entitled to a lot from his people. And I feel like he just need to get somewhere and sit down. Nobody else feels like that? He just need to get somewhere and sit down. Go talk to
But
somebody. Not he's a loser. He's a
Tabitha is
baser.
from Miami with me, so she know when I say somebody is a baser. Tabitha is from Miami. She knows exactly what that means. He's a baser. I ain't trying to explain it to Tabitha. Tabitha knows when I say he's a baser.
If he's a baser, it's killing me.
Like to answer all questions. Next time Tabitha is live, I will have him. I will have her. I'm reading this other article. I have her tell y'all what beta is, and she I can help y'all. I can explain to you what beta is. A beta.
Listen, I know what a baser is.
Hey Rico, what's going on?
I have intimate knowledge of what a baser is. Jesus.
Intimate knowledge of bases.
Mm-hmm.
We all have had bases in our family. All of us.
You are. You are absolutely right.
I should probably.
So first it was his daddy, and now he says it's his mama.
Right.
They need to get that baby some help. They need to get
I
him some.
think that they probably have tried, but he don't. I don't think he really wants help. Like I really think that's the problem. I think they have probably tried and going through as much as they could to get him help, and he said, "Yeah, I'm not doing that." Do you feel better now, ma'am? Because I know you was ready to cuss me out.
I was trying my best, you know, to be vocal, active, and present in the conversation and not freak out about the camera.
Oh man.
Like I understand that it's difficult because after a while, people with mental health issues like that know how to play and game the system, and they'll be acting crazy right up until you get them in front of the people who can help them, and then they snap right. They know what to say and how to say it. So to not seem like they are in a manic or a crazy place, just to be able, it's a level of self-preservation. that they go through, that they've learned how to do an end run around the system. So it's getting him help can be easier said than done.
That's my point, because he's a grown ass man at this point. He don't want no help. He don't want no help. He don't want no help.
He might not be ready for help.
Exactly. In other news, I wish I could take credit for, but I can't. A Detroit mural of Eminem was vandalized less than 24 hours after it was finished. It was not me. I call me a hater. I do not like Eminem. I do not subscribe to Eminem and everything that he is or is about.
I stopped messing with Eminem when I found out he was a bitch. So I just
So
you lost me. You lost me.
I'm just saying, I'm not here for. I have no understanding for him. Matter of fact, I might be a little glad that it happened, and I wish I could take credit for it.
Well, I wouldn't have vandalized a mural because whoever did it took their time and effort and talent to make it happen. So I would not vandalize the people's artwork.
People make murals of Cheeto Man, and I will go vandalize that if I could. Oh shoot, Sir James just added to the snack fund again. Thank you so much, Sir James. I'm gonna go get some more of these. These were gifted by Quintessential and James, who both added to the
What
snack
are those,
fund.
Nerve gummies?
Yes, girl, you gotta get you some. They real good. They call gummy clusters, so they have nerves on the outside, but gummy like a gummy on the inside. Girl, it's real good.
Okay. If they got them in grape, I'm in. So that's my
It's
favorite
real
flavor.
good. But let me tell you what I hate about Eminem. Eminem is like when you have a white wide receiver in the NFL, and I'm gonna say it to you like that. You can have a white wide receiver in the NFL or running back that's mediocre, but because they are in a field that it has a whole bunch of black men in it, they're gonna overhype this white boy like he's the greatest thing in the world and the second coming. I'll give you a perfect example in the NFL. Julius Edelman, former New England Patriot.
Okay.
Very mediocre. I'm not gonna say he was horrible, but he was middle of the road. But because he's over there and he's a white wide receiver, you would think he was Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
Same thing with dude who was the GM of my beloved 49ers, John Lynch. When he was out there, he was a DB. I'm not saying John Lynch was a bad DB. He was a decent DB, but he wasn't a world-changing DB. And they talk about him like he was a world-breaking DB, like he was Deion Sanders reincarnated, just because he was white. So
You know they celebrate the mediocres over there in the
because
Caucasus
he's
Mountains.
an anomaly in there. So I feel the same way about Eminem at times. I'm not saying Eminem is a bad rapper. Eminem got a little bit of skills on him or whatever. But there are so many other rappers that wildly eclipse, in my estimation, Eminem in their ability to be lyricists, because that's what I judge my rappers on, than Eminem. But because he's a white boy in what's deemed to be a field that has a lot of black men, then they want to push him up as if, because I hear people say, oh, he's one of the top 3 rappers or top 5 rappers of all time. And I'm like, wait, what? Eminem?
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot. I'm not denigrating his talent in any way, shape, form, or fashion because the young man does have talent to rap. As that is not what I'm
I
saying.
do.
I am
I'm not
saying
saying that.
I don't mess with him because he be in a lot of bitch made stuff. Like you pick fights with women all the time. Like what are you
He
doing,
gives
sir?
me he gives
Go
me
sit down.
trailer trash that's abusive. Like he's always giving me abusive trailer trash, like rap version of Kid Rock. You know what I'm saying? Just trash.
Did you say a rap version of Kids Bop?
Kid Rock.
Of Kid Rock. Oh, okay. I see that. I can see that. I can see where you're going with that. Absolutely. Um, I have listened and bopped along to a Eminem song once or twice in my life.
And I'm not saying Eminem is not a good rapper. I don't want to say that. I do.
Mm-mm.
He definitely has skills as a rapper. I don't want. I'm
Right.
not.
We definitely want to give him credit where credit is
Definitely
due.
not saying that. But
But
when I hear people saying he's one of the top five rappers ever, I feel that it's because he is white that gives him more than he should.
gravitas in this arena, because it's few and far between that you come across a
That that
MC
kind of ability.
in this who has that type of ability in this particular genre. So I get it. I get it. And not that
Hey, go
he's
ahead.
been in the game for a very long time. So was it a gay that came up with this football terminology, tight end, wide receiver? Oh, dummy.
I'm not paying Dami no mind. I ain't copy no mind.
That went so fast.
Piggy
Now
Tiki, he's your top 25. He might make my top 25, but he ain't
yeah,
making my top 10. I already know that. I already know that. But that's just the first one. Once you get past the top,
he
and
is actually a part of the soundtrack of my life because they forgot about Dre. It's one of my favorite Dre songs because of the hook that he said on the song. Hey, Julia. Let's see, y'all
hey,
supposed to
Julia,
be.
Hello,
oh,
hello everyone. Can y'all hear me?
yeah, we hear you
Hey,
now.
Loretta, we can hear you, boo.
Lord, how y'all doing? What's up? Good afternoon. Hello.
How was
Salutations
your
and
first
greetings.
day?
How was the first day, boo boo?
Listen,
I know you're
listen.
tired. I know you.
I'm out of shape for this shit. Oh my
I
gosh.
listen. Really, you know how that first week is. That first week you
Exactly.
be get it.
I'm tired as hell.
Mm-hmm. I already know.
I need a foot rub. Shit.
I already know.
Jesus, Jesus.
Listen, at dismissal, we have 5 out of 40 buses. Okay, buses are still arriving. School let out at 3. That's what it took me so long to get out of there. School let out at 3:10. There are buses still arriving to pick churn up. Okay, we was short. My school district was short 190 bus drivers.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Look like
Them
these
kids
God,
kids
ain't
gonna have
gonna get
stories
them
like
kids ain't gonna get home till 10 o'clock
no.
tonight.
Them kids gonna have stories like our parents and grandparents used to have talk about how they walk 10 and 20 miles to and from school.
In the
You know,
snow,
okay,
uphill, barefoot.
right.
mhm, in the snow and the rain.
Listen.
Girl.
Yes, honey. Yes. So what we talking about? What we talking about? What's the agenda?
Um, I was talking earlier. What was I talking about earlier? Oh, we were talking about Kurt Franklin's son who's in the news again.
Lord, what he do now? What he
Now
accuse
he's
his daddy
accusing the
of
mom
now?
of abusing him. Now
Now it's his
the
mama's
mom
fault.
that's abusing him because the mom wanted to take him to the hospital. He looked like a whole baser.
It's his mama's fault now.
Child, I guess when nobody cared that it was Kirk Franklin's fault, now it's his mama's fault.
Mm. But remember, really, B, we said Kirk Franklin probably did everything he could do for that young man, and it just wasn't nothing else. I never felt that. I never felt Kirk Franklin was at fault at all.
I never did
Uh,
either.
Me
I
that's
never
either.
what
like.
that's what I said earlier.
Yeah, yeah. Something in that story never made me feel like I needed to blame Kirk Franklin. Like I never did. Yeah, I never did.
Yeah,
And I feel like that's when he was frustrated because I think he thought that everybody was gonna hear that tape and then everybody was gonna turn on him. Like, oh my gosh, how could he be cursing? How could he talk to his son like that? He's supposed to be a man of God. But I think all of us were like, he probably had that one coming. Like,
That Kirk had too much venom in the back of his esophagus for it not to be an actual issue.
listen, Kirk came at him like he was a grown man. Was like, listen,
he did.
you want
He
you
is.
want to be a grown man, and let's be a grown man.
Right.
Like,
Right.
that's
He's
how we
30
supposed to
years
be, and
old.
that's how it's supposed to be.
I know that's
Like
right.
I think y'all forget I wasn't saved all my life. Okay, I came from the hood. Okay, from the hood though. I'm from the hood though.
Like really, really, really. Oh, Sir James, thank you so much, beloved. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank
Um,
you for being a friend.
No.
Are we gonna cuss out 50 Cent for being a jackass? No.
yes. Let's go ahead. Just
But you know what? I agree. We need to cuss out 50 Cent for being a jackass. But once I found out the essence of where that came from, I was like, then this was a situation where you just needed to just be quiet. Like, if you knew you
that's
couldn't
my
say
point.
nothing nice, just be quiet.
That's what I said earlier. My point is, even in the case where somebody horrible in your estimation has passed, that person still has loved ones, may have children, you know what I'm saying? Friends and everything. That is
Yeah.
not the time. You
50
can't
Cent
have
is
a
such
fight
an
with
asshole.
somebody who's dead. Even if you want to have arguments, the person is dead. Have enough coos and gumption about you to um say, let me just be quiet. I don't got nothing to say. Just don't ask me now.
Right.
Right.
If you
And
don't have nothing
when
nice to
people's
say, just
feelings and
be
emotions
quiet.
are real hot. So why would you do that? And this nigga came from the street and he got street people. So you want another nine hot ones put in your ass because you don't
Right.
know what the hell
See,
to
this
say out
is
your
why you
mouth?
get shot up. This explains, you and your mouth explain why you get shot up. And the next time, the good Lord may not see fit to keep having you here.
Say it again.
Mm.
I'm just being honest. And I'm at the point now, and I said this on my channel earlier when I did my Michael K. Williams memorial. I cannot support that. I'm not going, because what happens is continuing to support and give him money is going to continue to let him be all around the streets, having platforms to spew all kinds of fuck shit. That's what happens because they feel
Because
emboldened.
nobody checks him and he just feels like he can just do and say anything and that's supposed to be
Exactly,
cute
and that's
and
what happened.
funny. So
Just like Lil Baby felt like I could just say whatever. It ain't gonna mess up these people can't stop me. They feel untouchable. They feel like, oh, they can't stop me. Oh, my money gonna come regardless. Oh, I can do whatever and say whatever, and I dare bitch to say something to me until it comes a time where people say, all right, oh, that's how you feel? Enough is enough. Some things just go too far. It just goes too far. It just goes to, and if I'm somebody like Courtney Kemp and some of the other people that are in business with him, I start looking at my contracts and said, yeah, let me see what kind of, I called my attorney, what kind of loopholes we got in this? Because I can't have him send me down the drain. Somebody like Courtney Kemp stands to lose a lot more than him, who probably has more of a buffer because he has businesses, in several different, arenas that can, act as a safety net for him. Whereas, if that's her main, line of business, and if he sends her down the street without a paddle, I'm not going down with you like that. Hey, Joshua, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm not letting you send me down the drain. Like you're a despicable individual, just despicable. There's no other way to parse that out.
Right. And he feels like he big enough and he's done so much stuff that he can do and or say anything to anybody with no repercussions in any way, shape, form, or fashion for his behavior.
When
And
people think it's cute, people will laugh it off and they think it's cute. And what happens is when you laugh it off and you think it's cute, it goes further and further and they get more and more emboldened. Hey, Markel, what's going on? Hey, boo.
Oh, thank you, Sir James. He said he'll rub my feet. Thank you, Pooh. Oh, I need it too. Oh,
And it
and
doesn't
if I
matter
was
if
in Atlanta, I'd let you take me up on that. Oh,
speaking of Atlanta, so what do y'all think about this? So the girls were girling this weekend for Pride. They were here unmasked, protected, uncondomed, and all, doing what they do
is that
all
new
over
behavior? Or is that
the
the what
and,
they it's a normal weekend. Like
and, and so outside of the Marquette, which is a gay club in Atlanta, Sunday night after Lil Kim got through performing, the girls were girling, as Reese G would say, in the parking lot. And so I guess they thought it was going to be like the regular fights that you see all the time at Pride. Oh no, honey. The girls pulled out guns and started shooting. Apparently, 5 people got
oh,
shot. A couple of them are in critical
oh
condition.
my,
oh my God.
I saw the video.
oh my.
Now, the video don't show you who got shot, but when I saw the video had a boy run up to some other boy and push some other boy in the face, and the other boy fell down, and the boy ran. The friend, that who got hit, I guess, ran after the dude. And next thing you know, a couple seconds later, all we hear is pop, 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 pop.
Mm,
They say, they said, 5 people got shot, and a couple of them are in critical condition.
wow,
It's not that serious.
wow.
I mean,
That's
the
crazy.
Marquette is pretty ghetto. I mean, yeah. Markel say, "What do you expect?" I don't expect nothing less than a murder scene. And Marquette is pretty ghetto. It is. It's pretty. Yeah, but Lil Kim was just there. Wasn't it? Now, where were the city girls at? Because the city girls were somewhere. I know Lil Kim was at the Marquette. The city girls were somewhere. I think Saturday night. I thought it was the Marquette, but I could be wrong. It probably was somewhere. But anyway, this is why I keep saying you can't keep going out here talking about stuff. Oh, I'm ready to throw hands. I'm ready to throw hands. Because some of these people are like, girl, I ain't got time to be throwing hands and having you, get me all messed up. Girl. 2 to the head, 3 to the body. And I ain't talking about this.
Mm, that's a shame. I mean, because the reason why I say because now it's been elevated, so that's going to be the norm now. Like whereas before, okay,
Exactly.
we fight, somebody get their ass whooped, we go ahead, we do what we do. But now that somebody has elevated it to that level, I'm not excusing the fighting, but fight people can walk away from. You might get your ass
So
beat,
some
you
people
might
have
be
because we
embarrassed.
had now I will say a couple years ago they had a fight. It wasn't no guns involved, but they were fighting. Some dude got ran over by a car because they
Oh,
was fighting, fighting, fighting. They got in the car and ran the dude over, and the dude is still paralyzed to this day.
Oh my god.
But I mean, this is how these girls be out here getting down. You got one where this dude got stabbed during the fight to his lung.
Mm.
At pride. These girls be out here getting it. It's just not that serious, which is why a lot of times, I mean, part of it is I'm just too old to be with some of these young girls anyway. But it's just I don't want to go out and be in fear for my life and safety. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to go
No,
have
I
a drink
understand.
and shake my ass a little bit, find me a date, go home, get bust down, and call it a day to the next weekend.
Exactly. I just want to go and twerk somewhere, have some drinks and some wings, and then take my butt to bed. Like it's not even. It ain't even that serious. It ain't that deep. Like that's sad.
I agree and I agree again.
Like
Like
Jesus Christ.
keeping it for the community. They already, first of all, when you get police involved, the sad truth is, in addition to them not wanting to do anything for us because we're black men, you add on the additional stigma of being black gay men to that. They want no parts of trying to help you people. We can kill each other for all they give a shit. I'm just saying.
Yes, it is definitely gonna be a Jack Daniels night, Bobo. Absolutely.
That's
I'm mad that
crazy.
Markel said you can twerk in the house for Jesus for free
Right
at
in the house for Jesus.
You are
I'm
absolutely
right
correct.
here.
You can dip it low for the Lord
Show care.
on a hover ram.
Tabitha, I saw the post. I tried to click on it, but it just, I don't know if it wouldn't play for me or something. I'm gonna try again because I tried like twice yesterday. I haven't tried yet today. I'm gonna try again. See if you can send it to my DM, Tabitha, because I was trying to play it to see if it'll work for me, and it wouldn't work, child. It was not, and I kept trying. I don't know what I was doing. I could have been doing something all the time.
it's yeah, it's probably user error.
Wow.
What? Okay, so
Yes.
in addition, first of all, in addition to Governor Hot Wheels, who I asked y'all to go get vats of country crock to line the floors of the governor's mansion down there to the great city of Austin to help us out with Governor Hot Wheels over there. Because he but let's be clear, really be every y'all can vouch for this. Did I not say about 2 or 3 months ago that this was coming, this whole abortion law, when it was still on the,
What?
I said, this is coming, and y'all are not. They're going to do away with abortion without doing away with
Well, they've been
OUA.
talking about that for a while. Yeah, they've been talking. It's a couple of states that have those types of laws in the pipeline. Yeah, they've been talking about that for a minute.
Right, and so what happened was, but they took their cue from Governor Hot Wheels because Governor Hot Wheels had see
I'm
what
mad you keep calling him
was
Governor Hot Wheels.
Governor Hot Wheels. From what I had learned was
Oh, he just gonna
a lot of
keep.
these Republican governors sat together and said, here's what we're going to do. If all of these laws come from one or started from one state, then it could all be, crushed down in one fell blow. But if they said they were going to be strategic about it and hit, each state having different laws that they can enact, and then let that be the blueprint, states can quickly follow after. And so Governor Hot Wheels, I guess, decided that his was going to be um, abortion
Mm.
because Jeff Santis said he couldn't. Jeff Santis knew he didn't have a chance because Florida is one of the few southern states that still has, where you can go and get abortions in, has, a well-established Planned Parenthood program. The rest of the southern states have pretty much done away with it. But when that thing came out, I think I first saw it in March. I said, oh, they are for real, for real. And sure enough, they knew once they got the justice at the end that they was in there. But that's not the story today. So Governor Hot Wheels, remember um the Dems left Texas to go over to Washington to try to thwart this whole voter suppression law that he was trying to put in place in Texas. And they were looking for Biden and the DNC and Pelosi and them to do something to help them with what they knew was coming in Texas, and they stayed over there as long as they could. Well, they stayed over there as long as they could, but they had to come back home, and it passed, and he signed it. And so
Yeah.
now, you know what I'm saying? And so you got the Dems at this point twiddling their fingers. Because let's be clear, if they could do away with Roe v. Wade this easily, you know they about to try and do the same thing with gay marriage and a whole lot of other things. They got the blueprint now. They ain't just gonna stop here. They ain't gonna stop here, and they know they have Supreme Court backing because even with Supreme Court Justice Roberts, who may be sometimes left leaning, they don't give a shit because they still got a 5-4 if Justice Roberts goes with the liberals.
So unpopular opinion. Well,
Uh-oh.
not a, I know this isn't an unpopular opinion amongst you guys, but unpopular opinion. I blame this on Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
The dead lady?
Yes, she should have retired while Obama, and not at the end of his reign, because we saw how that worked out. But she really should have. She should have retired while Obama was there, and that would be one less seat that the Republicans would have gotten. I know that they still got that seat when Scalia died, because that was some bullshit. But Ruth Bader Ginsburg, I love her to death. I would never take anything away, but she absolutely should have retired
But here's
while
the thing: if
Obama was
Ruth
president.
Bader Ginsburg let's be clear, if Ruth Bader Ginsburg did not retire in Obama's first or second year, I don't care when she retired. Once Mitchell McConnell got his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ass in there as the majority leader, he has already told you he is never, if within his power, going to allow a Democratic president to appoint a Supreme Court justice. Period. It don't matter if it was 1 year. It don't matter
I
if it was
literally just said
3
that. I literally just said that. I said at the beginning of his
Oh, I didn't hear
presidency.
you
I
say the
literally
beginning.
just said that.
I didn't hear you say the beginning.
You just have to be dramatic about it. But I literally just said that.
Okay.
Love you though.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Because again, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's all on her because
Hey,
that bullshit
Abby, just
that they
tell
were
you
able to
that
pull with
she is
Merrick
looking at the
Garland.
camera. Abby, she is not looking at the camera.
She is not. I think she driving. She got to look at the road.
She
She can't be
driving.
looking at
That's
the
true.
camera.
I know. That's why I'm taking advantage
Yeah,
of her
I'm
because she's
driving. I'm
driving.
not looking. I mean, I'm not looking at what I'm supposed to be looking at you. Why? Because so I can look at how you rolled your eyes at me or something. I don't know. I don't care.
No, no, I did not roll my eyes, ma'am.
Well, what did you do?
Nothing. Abby, tell her I did nothing.
I
Here's
stand
what
mute
What did
in
you
that.
this.
do? What you put your middle finger up or
I
something?
stand mute in this whole situation because I got to put my eyeliner on. I just.
Listen,
You know what? Pinky Tinky, I did see that, but I feel like anything that I say, people are going to probably say that I'm being transphobic. But I got some words for Caitlyn Jenner. I just think that they're gonna come out wrong. So I probably need to just leave it
What did
with.
Caitlyn do now? What happened with
She
Caitlyn?
agrees. Caitlyn says she agrees with the Texas abortion law. Bitch, you
Who
can't have
asked
kids, so
you?
you
you
don't have
can't
a
even
Who
vote.
have
asked you?
an
Nobody cares
abortion.
what you think. This is not your issue. Shut up. Go sit in the corner and shut up. This is not about you. This is not for you. We don't care. Go sit down.
Let me
Yeah,
guess, she
basically.
has things to say about black people and things, affirmative actions and things that affect black people as well. Because it
I'm
doesn't
sure.
affect her. You
Well,
got a
you know
whole
she
lot
had.
of smoke.
Well, you know she had opinions about Black Lives Matter and about the border crossing. Yeah,
Because let's
yeah,
be
she
clear.
absolutely does.
Some of the same people
You
who
can
she
have an opinion about anything, but it's still
no,
irrelevant
no, no. But
to.
let's be clear. Some of the same people who she see it for, and she wants to have opinions on these things, would love to say that she don't have the right to have the surgery that she had to change her gender.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Those same people want to take away your rights
Girl,
too,
you gotta
ma'am.
go sit down somewhere.
But the question is, has Caitlyn Jenner actually had any surgeries? Not that it matters. Not that it matters, but I'm just asking.
I thought she had bottom surgery.
I
I
don't know, and I
I
don't
I don't
want
know
those
if she did.
horrible
And again, it's not my business.
close to
I
my
mean, it doesn't matter if she identifies as a woman, if she identifies as a woman. But I just didn't know if she had actually had any surgery. Just, you know.
what I do know is surgery or not, this is still this issue doesn't affect her.
No, it
Whether
doesn't. But let's be clear. White men made these decisions to begin with. So even though she identifies as a white woman, she's thinking like
She
T.S.
just
Madison
turned
said,
right. She
you still
just turned
thinking like a white man. So
and let's be
exactly.
clear. Also, this is all Joe Biden and the Dems with the fuck shit because they need to grow a fucking pair of balls. I told y'all back in November, they should have, when he got elected, said, listen, Joe Manchin, you in this or not? Because if you're not in this with us, you and Christian Cinema, it's going to be a problem because we about to add more seats on the Supreme Court. I wouldn't have made no bones about it. Hey, we're adding more seats to the Supreme Court. Period. Get over it. Get
all
over
right,
it.
y'all. I'll be right back. I gotta take this phone call. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I wanna
So speaking of trans issues, so did you hear the story about the spa in California where it's
Hey,
it's an Asian spa and where they're separated the men and the women, and it's like while you're doing the spa services you can be completely in your natural state,
Mm-hmm.
and people women bring their young daughters because it's supposed to be a safe space for women to be in your natural altogether state and not be bothered by men. And a trans woman was let into the women's side who has not had bottom surgery and had their genitalia just all out in the open for everybody to see. And the women went off and they had protests out there, and it was a whole big brouhaha. People were trying to say that the women were making it up, blase bloom, all of this stuff. And it comes to find out that not only did this happen, this is not the first time that this person has done this. He she is a registered sex offender for exposing themselves to people, and has done this on a couple of different occasions, and now has been charged with exposing yourself to minors and all this other stuff for this new incident. But they tried to tell the people that they was making it up. And you talk about that people are they tried to call the women who called her out for being in the area with their genitalia out. They tried to tell them that they were transphobic and they were being mean to the trans person because they said they did not want to be, this was supposed to be a safe space for women, and you have this person in here with male genitalia with his stuff all out in people's faces, including a 9-year-old and a 14-year-old child.
Probably was big too, because the trans girl, you have the big stuff.
You stupid. I cannot. I just can't with you. I just cannot.
Girl.
Child. And now the hot question on TikTok, because every time I open my TikTok, I see somebody, they debating over there on the TikToks. The question now is, Why do well? It's about disclosing your trans status. When should you disclose to someone you are dating or potentially want to date your trans status? And some people are saying you should tell them up front, be upfront from the very beginning before you even meet this person, like in person. You should tell them, because that would be the safest way. Because if they're gonna act the monkey, then you're not face to face with the person, and you could just block them and move on with your life. And then some people are saying, well, they don't have to disclose at all their trans. I said, well, I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think that's fair to the other person. I don't think that's fair, because you can potentially putting your life in danger if you do not tell this person that's what it is.
Right, but if you look at traditionally, there are some of the deaths, not all, but certainly back in the day, it was more prevalent then, when you had a lot of deaths of our trans sisters that happened because of that situation.
Of them
And
not disclosing
what
at an appropriate time.
happened, but I just think that I just want somebody to love me for me, period.
Exactly.
College is what I am. So if I tell you up front, this is who I am, this is what I am, that gives you the opportunity. I ain't even got to get involved. I ain't even got to get my heart, crushed. I ain't even got to get bent out of shape or anything, because I know that you know who and what I am and what I got going with, and you can take it or leave it.
Exactly.
So I'm committed to being single for the rest of my life at this point. I don't think there's anybody for me, and that's okay.
Well, I know that's not my testimony. Um, I don't think you're destined to be. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
Listen, I'm gonna start singing, but solitaire the only game in town.
But it's a catch-22, because a lot of these trans women who tell these men they are trans, they still end up being killed. Right. So, you have to be careful. And one bisexual man was on the app talking about, if like, straight men are horrible. This is how he started. He's like, straight men are horrible. They don't respect themselves. They don't respect biological women. Why do you think they're going to respect you? Why are you trying to date them? Why are you not trying to date inside of the community where the man will be okay with whatever you got going on? And why do you continue to seek out these straight men to date, knowing?
Part of it is because some of them see them as themselves as being straight. Because if you identify with a woman and you want to date a man, clearly you are straight.
Exactly. And not to compare, but that's just like being a plus size woman. I do not.
What Joshua is saying is 1,000% true.
Hold on, baby.
Because as bad as they said straight men are, gay men can be worse. Gay men, by and large, don't be liking the trans girls like that, and they don't deal with them at all. That's why people get so floored when they see the relationship between the gay community and the trans community, because they're not in that world and they don't understand. These communities a lot of times don't mix and don't mesh. And so it's just not that way.
That's sad.
And it's like I said, I always say all of those letters don't go together. They are separate entities. They have their own separate stories, their own separate experiences. And people don't believe me when I say that, but it is real. I don't know how much longer I can do Love and Hip Hop Miami.
I was just starting to watch the episode when my
It's so fake.
iPad died, so I haven't seen it yet.
It's so fake and so scripted with bad actors and bad writing.
Oh
At
no,
this point, I just can't.
it's that bad? Like,
Mhm.
I
It's
don't
bad.
know. I know Amara La Negra was talking in Spanish real fast. That's the only part I see. Oh, Miss Tabitha, I got these on Amazon. It's just a whole sheet of lashes that I got on Amazon. Hold on, let me get my glasses so I can see. I don't know what they're called. Hold on, let me see. They're
So
called new. I'm old. New Cali lashes. Newcally. That's what they're called. New Cali lashes. And New Cali lashes is on Instagram. But I think I paid maybe $5, $6 for this whole sheet of lashes.
oh, I don't even know nothing about lashes, but you said $5 or $6 sounds real cheap.
Right. When one pair normally, when if you go to the right place, one pair is $30.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
See, I knew enough to know that. Um, listen, the last thing I want to talk about is how thoroughly I enjoyed Candace dog walking Ashley this past weekend.
Oh, I don't
Nothing
watch that
gave
show.
me more life eternal than hashtag filthy milkmaid. Can I tell you?
Who's a
Can I tell?
milkmaid?
Can I tell you how much life Candace gave me when she dragged the wife of the sexual deviant Satana Joshua? You about to get blocked? Talk about I should wear makeup. You about to get blocked?
Oh no.
I don't do the makeup. We don't do that. Stop playing. Joshua, you almost got a good block.
Oh no. Not Joshua. Joshua.
Makeup. Joshua, I love you now, but I don't play them games.
Okay, they just don't want me to be great. Oh,
Who?
Ooh,
What's wrong? Are you okay?
well, traffic is ridiculous. I was gonna go get my nails done, but traffic is so ridiculous. I was like, forget it. I just have to go tomorrow. So then I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I don't feel like cooking. I'm gonna go get me some crabs. All my crab places don't have no good crabs. Like they got the small crabs. I don't want no small crabs because I don't feel like
right.
picking.
You
Oh,
want
then
the
nobody want me to be
the
great. They
jump.
don't want me to be great. Oh, so yeah,
I actually want some crabs myself.
right. So the like all my like go to places, they don't have nothing.
Joshua, I don't know anything about makeup. I don't have time in my life to wear makeup or learn anything about it. I'm not trying to learn anything about it. That's Evie's world. I don't go down that world. You see how Evie let me have my sports? Really, B? My first picks
Yes.
will be out.
Okay.
Week one will be out this week. Even though I'm gonna be out of town, I'm gonna tape it. Um, hopefully tomorrow. I'm gonna try to tape it tomorrow, and then have to go up on Saturday. I mean on Sunday morning because I'm be out of town. How was
Very
your?
good.
I feel like we need a treasure brother sister weekend in DC. Maybe sometime October. We
Okay,
just go up there and harass Loretta. I
okay,
feel I feel it in my spirit, man. Like I need a
okay.
tattoo. We need some drinks. It's a whole vibe.
I don't
Let's
feel
go
that
to the
I don't feel bothering me in y'all spirit. I don't feel like that's appropriate.
Really, I feel like it's appropriate. I do.
like. I feel like homecoming season is gonna end up being canceled.
Yeah, I still have my hotel room for A&T's homecoming, but yeah, I'm not holding my breath.
So
When I was down there this weekend, they were advertising for like the homecoming concert and all that, and I was like, yeah, it's a
I
nice
s-
thought. I just don't know if that's gonna really be what happens.
child,
yeah.
I was looking at the classic, and on Fairview side, they even had people up in the 300 section, the nosebleed, and it was packed. And I didn't see not a single mask the first. I said, "Oh, you God."
Mm-mm. The Lord didn't
But
confirm
you
that.
know what? At a certain point, and not even at a certain point, I think all of us at this point, I ain't even blaming the government. Like y'all stupid enough. Like just because the people say you don't have to wear a mask, it does not mean you don't. Like I'm sorry. Like
I was
y'all read the
like,
same newspapers that I read. You know what I'm saying?
They want to be out there sick, cough. Child, I saw that TikTok where that white woman was coughing on them people at the grocery store. Do you know
Yeah, I'd
I
have
would
caught
have
a charge. I'd
y'all
have caught a
y'all had
charge.
y'all had to come
Cause
get me from jail.
I was about to say, cause
yeah,
I'd have whooped her ass until the police showed up. Yeah,
yeah,
I'd have caught a charge.
yeah. I would have been in jail. Yep. Oh yeah, she would have got her ass.
And then I
No,
would have been
it's
like, you need to charge her with attempted murder.
right.
Matter
I
of
want a
fact,
battery charge
I
on
be
pressing
going
charges.
on people when I go to like a store or anywhere because people want to be right up on top of you. And
Yep.
I be having to go off like, hello, can you back up and give me some? Because I don't know you. And I don't know what you, please back up from me. And people have got mad. I said, back up.
Yeah, I told you I had to do that to the dude one day at the Wawa. I was like, sir, I know you see them signs on the floor. You supposed to be on that dot. I'm on this dot. The fuck?
I'm not doing this with you, little baby. I'm not doing this with little baby.
What she
Uh-uh.
do?
Not technically brain dead. Not brain.
Yeah, I have a coworker who said her cousin technically from the Delta variant, and she's does that mean she's saying she's from the Delta variant area? Like, I'm so confused.
That's like today at school. It's little things that you just don't think about anymore. Like I was trying to help my student find something on the computer, and like I literally, leaned over and I had to catch myself, like, oh, I'm sorry, like I can't get that close to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just normal day to day. Oh, you can't find this. Hold on, let me show you how to do such and such and such on the computer. And it's like, oh, but no, I can't get that close to you because my breath is literally on your neck. And no, it's just
I
little
told
stuff.
y'all I
Like,
did. I gave this story about the lady who taught the kindergarten class and gave it to the whole class, and then they had an outbreak in her city, and they called her Agent Zero because she had
listen,
COVID. Gave it to
somebody asked me,
the
Not Agent Zero, Jesus.
right?
and those kids had
One of
siblings, and those siblings transmitted it to all the people on their
right.
grade level.
That's how it
And
works.
it went to the parents who did took it to their job. It went to the middle schools and high schools because those kids had siblings that were in middle schools and high school, and they all take it back to the lady who
Oh
was
my
reading
God.
her class. She was
Yeah.
reading to her and decided to take off her mask. 8 of the 10 kids on the first 2 rows all got COVID,
Oh my
and seven
God.
of those 8 were in ICU.
Jesus Christ. I need
One of
people
my
to
Out
come
of
to
the
me.
whole
coworkers
class, I think
said
they
to
said she had a
one of
class. She had a class of 18. Only 4 did not test positive.
well, one of my coworkers said something today about, yeah, I guess in a couple of weeks we'll be. I said a couple of weeks we're gonna get phone calls tomorrow. We had over 2,000 kids in the building today. Yeah, we're gonna get phone calls tomorrow.
Are they cleaning the building tonight?
I'm sure they're gonna clean the building about as well as they clean the building every night. Do I think they're gonna put any special sanitation effort? No, I do not. Now I can't say that for a fact. I'm just saying what I think. So let me be very clear that I don't know that to be a fact. I'm saying it ain't look like they was putting no special effort into doing nothing. No, sir. No. I know the
Wow.
guy that cleans my room was doing the same thing he do every time he pulled the trash. He wasn't even really sweeping the floor all like that. So yeah, no, I don't think so. I know I went through a whole container of Clorox wipes today. I know that.
Really, B? Are we gonna save that story for Teacher Project 2.0 that Abby gave us?
Child,
We
that thing
can.
vexed my spirit so bad.
Cause you know I'm gonna have a whole sugar spike and meltdown. That's you just gonna have to let me go for about 10 minutes. I'm
Yeah.
sorry now. I'm apologizing in advance.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause-
No problem.
but you know, North Carolina, I've been reporting on North Carolina and all of their horrible laws over there for some months now. North Carolina is saying I'm not going to be beat by Governor Hot Wheels or Governor Jeff Sanders.
They trying to stay on it.
I'm praying for you, Abby. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for me and Tabitha over here dealing with Governor Kemp and Sir James because we over here dealing with that mess. God bless us. God help us. God help us. So
Oh, Jesus.
anyway, yeah.
Y'all keep
My review is finally rendered. When I get off of here, I'm gonna upload my review. So my review for Queen Sugar should be up tonight. It's already rendered. I just have to upload it at this point. So yeah, I'm not worried, y'all. And y'all, I said this. I'm just you hearing it here first, and I'm gonna say it up for review. Do not be dismayed. Do not worry. Ava DuVernay does not want the smoke that she would get if they killed our prophet. Chilling. So I have no reason to believe that he's anywhere near being dead. He might be hospitalized, injured, infirm, dead. Mm, nah, they don't want that kind of smoke. Nope. And so can somebody tell me now, Abby, if your boyfriend, fiance,
Mhm.
husband is struggling to
Mhm.
make ends meet
Mhm.
financially, so much so that he's having to take out these payday loans.
Mhm.
And y'all went somewhere and you talked about this picture. Mind you, you look to be about 6, 7 months pregnant now. And you talked about, oh, that's one of my favorite pictures. It looks so nice, da da da. And next thing you know, he's calling himself surprising you, buying you this picture that is very expensive. But you still out here getting payday loans. Don't you think you know?
Pause. Wait. Pause. Because I have questions. I have questions already. So you say it's me and my significant other. We in a relate. Are we married?
Beyonce, we live together.
This is my fiance,
And y'all live together.
and we
Yep.
live together.
Yep.
And I am getting payday loans so we can make sure that our ends
Well,
meet.
no, he's getting payday loans.
He's getting payday loans, but he has enough money to buy an expensive painting.
Well, apparently he got the payday loan to buy this expensive painting. I'm thinking,
He
what
got
about
the loans to
color?
pay for the
What
painting.
about some Pampers? What about clothing? What about
What
All
about paying the rent for like 6-7 months? We got a baby coming in. I'm gonna be out of work for several weeks. What about making sure that we are in good standing and our light bill and water bill is at zero?
I am trying to make sense of the
If you're
non.
gonna get a payday loan, which are predatory and not good, but I understand the purpose of them because I've had to do some myself when emergencies came up and I didn't have the money. You mean to tell? Did you do this without consulting me? You did this without talking. We didn't make this decision together. You just decided on your own to go out and get a payday loan to
Yep.
buy a painting? Is our baby's nursery set up? Do they have everything they need?
That's what I was saying. Like, where's the stroller? Where's the crib? We got everything. What about the clothing? What if you were really that? If you had that much cash around, how about you set up a trust fund for our child's college fund or something? If you just got money to throw away like that, why don't you just, oh baby, I decided to put this into a college trust fund that we can keep paying on so that when our child gets ready to go to college, they'll have something but a painting to go on the wall. With what? Girl, I can't. But I talk all about all of that and much more on my review. Y'all know I loves me some um Queen Sugar. If you watched Queen Sugar, Joshua, you would know who exactly I'm talking about.
This is something that happened. I wish sir. Like, this is why we have conversations about our finances together. There is a budget, my nigga. Like, if you wanted the penny that bad, well, we have our monthly budget meeting to see what bills are coming in, what's going out, what we bringing in. If you want to submit a requisition to try and get this painting,
Not
we
a
can have a conversation
requisition.
about it and see if it's approved to be put on the budget. But you
Yeah.
can't just go out here all willy-nilly and buy. That's an expensive purchase. If you gotta go,
Man, fill out a requisition like he'll work. I'm sorry. He never went nowhere, Joshua. He never went nowhere. He never went nowhere. Anyway, I'm gonna go get me something to eat. I need to start packing today. I'm gonna go get a haircut tomorrow. When I get off work, I got East Coast tomorrow, so I got work early tomorrow. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
I got something to do at 7:30 this evening. Hence the face this late in the evening. I'm gonna go ahead and reschedule my live for tomorrow at the regular schedule. Because I was supposed to do this
I'm
face.
supposed to be on live tomorrow too on Instagram. Ashton and Phil invited me on their little show called it's called comment section, on their show called comment section. Comment
Okay.
comment section TV.
Okay, that's cute.
I put it on my story.
Okay.
But I'm supposed to be on there with them tomorrow.
Thank you.
I gotta get with Terrence. We're supposed to do another live to talk about all of the Macho Man stuff. Mitch wants me to come back on his podcast. And there's another thing in the works. We'll see how that goes. That I'm keeping.
You look damn busy. Come on, fancy.
I don't know about being busy, but got a little bit. Are you gonna review the come up? I don't really do the come up. After doing the come up New York, I don't have that kind of energy. Nope.
What come up is coming up? Which one is it? Is it Atlanta? Again?
I guess that's what Josh was saying. Yeah, I can't do. I even tried one episode of the Come Up Miami because it was Miami. Y'all know.
I don't know if that little disrespectful boy who don't know how to talk, who don't know how to what to say out his mouth is on it again. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, because I feel like I'm gonna cuss that little boy every single episode. I know Dallas is coming. Like my shows are dwindling down to almost nothing, so I'm gonna try and do.
I
I'm
need to
gonna
do an
try and
episode.
go back and see the last Wire I did and pick
Yeah.
back up from there, and then I'm gonna
Um,
try and do the Wire in Dallas
Hi,
again.
y'all. Don't hold me to. I'm gonna try and get an episode of Clickbait in tonight.
Ooh,
Um,
baby, I did episode 3, 4. I don't know which one it was.
I'm on 3, so I'm gonna watch 3 tonight, and I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and get a review in for 3 tonight. But as soon as I get off of here, I'm gonna put up Queen Sugar. That soon. I'm start uploading that as soon as I get off here. So when I get off here, that'll be uploading. And I'm gonna try to get an episode of my Miami Love and Hip Hop Miami is out. I'm gonna try to get an episode of Clickbait out tonight if I can, if I'm not up too late, because I
Baby,
get up real early in the morning.
that thing sent me. That episode sent me. Do you hear?
Which one, 3 or 4?
3.
My
I
best
did
friend
3.
is on episode 7, and he was like, "Dog, you don't even understand." He hasn't finished. He said I had to stop. So I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna watch episode 3, and we'll try and get that out tonight. Y'all know I don't ask for a whole lot. All I ask is for a good comment. I need comments in the comment section. Y'all know Queen Sugar is like what show I just got to review it?
David Makes Man.
David Makes Man. Y'all be in the comment section. Dear God. And I love it. I live for it. Listen. David Makes Man, you talk about the comment section?
Yeah.
That's where it used to be at. Clickbait is on Netflix. It's hard to explain, Joshua. I would go watch the trailer and it'll explain it better than I probably could if you go watch the trailer for it on Netflix.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot. When I saw it, I recommended it to Abby. I said, Abby, you might like this.
Listen, the end of this episode, when I say I was ready to bust somebody in their face.
Don't tell me nothing yet, but I'm telling you, the mama and that oldest son, something about those two just doesn't pass the sniff test for me. So I'm looking hard at both of them, at the mom and at the oldest son.
Listen, I'm gonna let you just gotta watch the episode.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm gonna
just gotta watch it, okay? Because it's a lot.
If it get too good, I might do 3 and 4, but I'm gonna try to do 3 tonight. That I am gonna try to do. And what I'll start back with The Wire when I get back in town.
Okay.
I'll start back with The Wire when I get back, because I know after I gotta start putting together everything for my fantasy football week 1. Because I'm gonna tape that and then I'm gonna upload it when I get out of town. When I'm out of town, so anyway, Abby, anything for the people before we get off?
Beware of broke niggas with no jobs who wanna come by your house and hang out, because then they don't want to leave. Shout out to Darian for putting a ring on it.
Well. Don't know where we go from
Listen,
that.
Listen, the plight of the homosexual is real out here. It's real.
I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you for being vocal president and actor. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. Thank you so very much. It is much appreciated, much obliged. I'm still here. I'm here for y'all. We making it do what it do. People are starting to see us and appreciate us for what we do in our talents and stuff.
Speaking of that, I don't even think when you did Mike, did you talk about when they see us for Michael's memorial?
I did real briefly.
Okay, because that thing made me upset. I'm still upset.
Yeah, I did real briefly because I wanted to talk more about the importance because I think everybody knows the importance that that was to us as a community, but there are so many roles that he played for the Black gay community that just transcend him as an actor and what he did for the community and how important it was to tell those stories that had not been told, um,
Absolutely.
and give a voice to the voiceless within the community. So, oh,
All right.
okay, little baby, I see you. Anyway, let me go. I got some things to take care of. I'm about to go make a run, and then I'm coming back and I'm watch episode 3. Try to get that out at some point. Well, I'm gonna be uploading episode. I mean, Queen Sugar. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out here.